Now I'm ready to start my assignment. I've moved it to my Comp 101 Chapter 1 folder and I'm ready to get started. Here's my start file and here's the picture. So I double click on the start file and I start working. So I follow all the pages in the textbook and I complete my assignment and I insert the picture that I needed. And the picture, we had also saved it in the Comp 101 folder, in the Word folder, and the Chapter 1 folder. And I insert my picture and I keep working on this. And eventually I've completed all the steps in the textbook. And I've checked back on the to-do list because the complete weekly assignment link has tips and tricks for completing this assignment. And then I come back and I finish it and I'm ready to hand it in. So I've completed one that we can take a look at. Here's the flyer and it looks pretty good to me and I'm ready to hand it in. So now I go back to the previous screen and I continue to read the instructions. What do I do next? Step number 3. After you complete and save the project, confirm that the file name matches the expected file name below. Rename the file if necessary. So I click back on the assignment that I did in Word and I look up here, and when you downloaded the start file, it doesn't say Surflyer with your name on it. It says new Microsoft Word document with your name on it. But one of the steps that we need to complete is to change the name of the file. It should say surf_flyer_ and then your name all in one word. Don't worry about the .docx. You can ignore that. It'll be added automatically. But mine says new Microsoft Word document. So then to change that name, I go to File, I go to Save As, I find my Comp 101 folder in the Word folder, and it's easy here. I can find it because it's the current folder that I'm in. I double click on it to open it up. And here's where I can type the new file name. I don't want to say new Microsoft Word document. I want it to say Surflyer. So I select it and I start typing the new name, S-U-R-F. Don't forget the underscore, shift, underscore, flyer, shift, underscore, and then my name, all in one word. Check to make sure that this matches perfectly, because if it doesn't match perfectly, you won't be able to upload your assignment that you've worked so hard on. And remember, ignore the .docx. That will get added automatically by the program. So now that I've given my assignment the correct name, I think I want to put it in my Chapter 1 folder. I hit the Save button, and here's the correct name on top, Surflyer and Clark. So I can close this document because I'm finished and I'm ready to submit it. Step 3. We renamed our file, so now we can select and upload the completed file. We use the Choose Files button to find our file. So I click on Choose Files, and I remember I left it in my Comp 101 folder. I find my Comp 101 folder, I find my Word folder, and I had put it in the Chapter 1 folder. Here it is. And so then I can double click on it, or I can select it one time and click Open. It gets attached to the link to be uploaded. And then finally, I click on the Submit button. And when I click on the Submit button, my assignment is handed in. If for some reason you got the name wrong, the Submit button will not be blue. It will be grayed out. So if you try to upload a file and you never get the submit button, you should get a message saying, we are expecting a different flyer name. So you might have a typo and you'll have to correct the name of your flyer. So mine is correct. My submit button is lit. I can click on it and I can hand my assignment in. Luckily, I get a confirmation. Word 2016 Chapter 1, assignment submitted. And I say, okay. My assignment has been graded, and Sam has given me a View Grade Report button so that I can look at my grade report. If I click on my report button, it downloads my grading report. This one I don't necessarily need to save in any particular folder. I'm just going to want to open this one. So if I open my grade report, I can see how I did. Enlarge my grade report. I got 78 points out of 100. Now the wonderful thing here is that the program tells me exactly what I did wrong. And I can correct it. For instance, here it says that I didn't quite do the headline correctly. Here it says that I didn't quite use the color. Here I got the color wrong again. And here I got the color wrong again. So as I scroll down, I see exactly the mistakes I made, so I can correct them. And I can resubmit my file to get a better score. So I'm going to leave this report open and I'm going to go get the original file that I worked on and I'm going to fix the errors that I made and resubmit. I go back to my Documents folder. I go to my Comp 101 folder, Word folder, Chapter 1, Surf Flyer. And now they're both open, my grading report and my flyer. If I just point to Word, I can see on the left-hand side, there's my grading report, and on the right-hand side is my flyer. So I'll click on my grading report. One of my errors, the headline surfs up should be formatted using fill white outline accent to text effect. So then I'll go back to my original document and I'll fix that. Obviously, I didn't get that right, but I can fix it and I can change it. And then I'll go back to my grading report and I'll look at the next item and I'll fix it. And I'll keep scrolling down until I'm all finished. A picture effect, I made a mistake there. The surfing picture should be formatted using lime 5-point glow accent color, picture effect. So then I can go back to my original document, I can click on the picture, and I can find the correct picture effect because evidently I picked the wrong one. Now that I've made all my corrections, I simply save this file again, close it, close this grading report, and I can resubmit this file.